Hi, lovely souls. My name is Samanthajamezz, and today we have a pick a card for you on what do people think about your appearance and personality. Ooh, the tea. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Now, if you're new to pick a cards, what you're going to do is pause the video and figure out whichever pile or crystal you're drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you all at your reading. Hi, lovely souls. If you chose this first crystal, this is for you. What do people think about you? What do they think about your appearance? And what do they think about your personality? I'm going to start with your tarot cards. So we have the Death card to start, the Magician, the Chariot, Justice, wow, all major arcana so far, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so with all this major arcana to start, right off the bat, I can feel like this is a very significant reading for you. Like, you want to know what people think about you because you probably catch a vibe, like everywhere you go, you know that people are looking at you. I feel like pile number 1, it's very significant. Like, you might be famous, or you might be in the limelight, or you might have a lot of social media followers, you might be a YouTuber, whatever it may be. There's a lot of attention on you. And I feel like this could also be kind of like a semblance of like new people and old people. So people from your past and then people from your present. People, exes, like you have like a whole, you're just very interesting to watch, and people want to keep an eye on you, a close eye on you. And that's why we have so much major arcana. It's because it's very significant that, you know, people think about you quite a bit. You're in their energy field quite a bit. With the Death card, I feel like you're kind of a savage. I'm getting heavy masculine energy, so you guys might be masculines watching this. Sort of the features represented in these illustrations are more masculine. We do have feminine energy as well, so you could be like a divine feminine that has to really balance out your energy because you're very dominant and you are a savage, you're a baddie, you're a queen, like that kind of thing. And again, please don't get triggered by that kind of stuff, because feminine and masculine, it's just energy. It has no representation of how you look. So I'm not saying you're masculine. Like, I have a lot of masculine energy and I'm like a girl. I'm a girly girl. So it's not really even about that. It's more about just your presence is so fucking strong and like don't fuck with you type of shit that you just have a lot of that energy, right? And I definitely see like, don't fuck with you. This is also kind of going back into how you were raised. So some of you guys could have been raised by a dad or a single mother or something along that type. Or maybe you had both parents, but they were very, I wouldn't say strict, but very like, if a kid punches you on the playground, you punch him back, like old school type. So you kind of are raised to be a force of nature, and you are a force of nature at group number 1. With the Death card, people do not want to fuck with you because you'll put an end to that shit quick. This has to do with relationships, friendships, workerships, partnerships, whatever the fuck it may be. People know not to fuck with you or get on your bad side because you'll just end it. You might also just, with the Magician, be very spiritually equipped. You're very awakened and woke, and you're not down to fuck with people who are toxic. Like, you'll cut them off quick. You don't deal with lower energies. You have like all of your dealings with the divine. You take divine guidance. And I feel like at the same time, although you're very savage, you're very fair. So you might have sort of like a Mercury, Libra, Mars, Libra temperament. You're very like, you're a peacemaker. At the end of the day, you don't like drama. You finish what people start. So people might keep an eye on you because some people have like lower energetic people, low frequency people might be like, fuck her, fuck him, whatever. They like start so much drama, blah, 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 blah. But that's not true. I don't think that's true at all. I think that you end shit that those people start, the lower energies. And I think that you're also very fair with justice. I think it takes a lot for you to snap. Like, you do have that tendency to snap with the Death card. Like, you will put an end to people, but you don't threaten them. You don't say that out loud. loud. It's more so just an energetic field that you carry that people know not to fuck with you. With the Magician, I also feel like group number 1, you guys are very spiritual. Like, you are interested in moving forward in your life with the Chariot. And I feel like there's a lot of balance to you, whether that balance be balancing your masculine and feminine energy, balancing the spiritual world along with the 3-dimensional reality. So you not only put in the work, like you work hard for your money, you work out for your body, but you also affirm and manifest. With the Magician here, you could also be into spells. You could be a mystic. You could be a fucking tarot card reader, whatever it may be. I just feel like you guys are super like on point. Like Empress energy is what I'm getting. Some of you guys might be Taurians out there. You're just really like, you're just on point. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Well, I'm trying. And then we have the Fool. So, okay. Fool, Ace of Wands. I feel like this Fool card, I'm going to read this a couple ways. The first way is I feel like people are a fool for you. Like, you're very attractive with the Ace of Wands, and you might even carry a lot of sexual energy. Some of you guys might have red auras, like red, burgundy, that kind of shades of orange, pink. You just have like a sexual mystique about you. And like, you're also so fair and proper and conservative. Like, maybe you have like nice titties, a nice ass, you know, big cock, whatever the fuck, nice muscular body if you're a man, but you're not super showy about it. You're just on point because that's just who you are. You just like to keep yourself looking good, looking tight, looking bright. But people sexualize you. Like, you could be at Whole Foods and people are fucking checking you out. Group number 1 with the Ace of Wands here. I feel like you just carry this aura about you that is so sexual and enduring, and you're like everyone's wild fantasy. So, you know, a lot of people are hating on you. But a lot of people are intrigued by you, and then a lot of people are just straight up fucking in love, obsessed. You might get a lot of tarot card readings where they're like, this person's in love with you, and you're like, wait, who? And it's like a rando, like you don't even know who the fuck this person is, but it's just like someone is, you know, you guys have lots of admirers. With the Fool, I feel like people are fools for you. This also, another way I could read this is that you're not a fool. And this could also be in the love department. You are like a vixen, you know, you'll come in and you'll get what you want out of something and you'll dip, you'll leave, you'll cut it off with the Death card. So some of you guys are in your single energy right now. You're really working on your balance within your own life. The Chariot, you're working on moving forward to a new venture of success, a new cycle. So maybe some of you guys don't have time to be in a relationship, don't want to be in a relationship, not interested in what you're selling. And so if you guys have like sexual relationships with people where you just are sort of friends with benefits, that kind of thing, if they cross the line or cross some sort of boundary, they're out. You cut them out. You don't give a fuck. And so you kind of have this like professional sort of like bachelorette type of vibe to you. People are very intimidated by that, especially people that don't know how to handle it. So I feel like you guys might also attract people that are older than you because they're more mature and they're easier to communicate with. As for how you guys look and what people think about your appearance, you know, a lot of you guys watching could be masculines. People think that you're very, and I'll go over the ones that are literally women, don't worry. But I'm getting strongly just because of the illustrations, that some of you guys are men. You have very broad shoulders. You're very tall. I feel like a lot of you guys are tall. If you're not tall, you fool people into them thinking you're tall because you have a very like long, angular sort of body, very chiseled face. And then I feel like for the men, you have kind of smaller eyes. For the women watching, I feel like you have really good posture low key, which is why I've suggested on both sides that you guys go to the gym and work out. You just carry yourself really well. I feel like you guys might have really big titties or really nice titties, really small waist, just really great proportions. Some of you guys have an hourglass figure. Some of you have extensions, really long hair. And then I feel like you guys like to keep your stuff on point as far as like your makeup, your gloss, your lips. Some of you guys might get your lips done. Some of you guys might have like cat eye, fox eyes, or maybe you do your eyeliner in a way or a smoky eye that makes your eyes like accentuate. Some of you guys have layered hair and it's really sexy when you kind of push it back type of thing. And some of you guys, like some of the women I feel like are more on the like feminine, elegant side. So you have really fair skin. You could have dark skin, but just like you have very clear skin, you know, soft skin. Like you're very like womanly if you're a woman, and then if you're a man, you're very manly, you know, that kind of thing. And I feel like a lot of you guys leave a lot of the attraction to sort of the imagination, the mystery of you. I feel like you guys carry this aura and this energy about you, but it's not that you're like flaunting it or you're out here like on social media posing in a fucking lingerie set like a damn slut. Like you're not like that at all. And I feel like it's because you're not like that that makes you even more sexual. Okay, let's look into your oracle. So we have inner peace, openness, look in a book. I love that card. Precious time. Okay, yeah, alone time and movement. So yeah, a lot of you guys are super independent. Like you guys, it's not even about being single or not being single. I feel like you guys have lots of options. If you wanted to be in a relationship, you could be in one. It's not even really about that. I think it's more so that you guys like your alone time. You're very independent. For some of you, I'm hearing Aries. Some of you guys are Aries out there, but we have almost everything. We have Aries, we have Libra, we have Cancer, we have Gemini, we have Scorpio. So there's like a whole, but actually funny enough, all of the signs I just named are very independent aside from Cancer. No, I feel like Cancers can be very independent. Anyway, not the point. Point is, you guys value your alone time. Your alone time is your precious time. Like you find peace that way. And I feel like you guys are very content with yourself. You have a lot of balance, a lot of love, a lot of respect for yourself. You have that inner peace. Along with the Magician, not only are you guys kind of like hard to read, but you're also kind of an open book. So you're probably thinking like, well, I might be hard to read, but I'm an open book. If anyone just gave me a chance, I would tell them, you know, if they had a question, I would answer it. But I feel like it just, you sort of manifest the right people in your life for you guys, because you're not for everyone. You're not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, you are on the surface. Like everyone is pretty much attracted to you, men or women, whatever their sexual orientation, people find you to be fucking amazing and gorgeous. But I feel like deep down inside, who's going to actually approach you, who's going to actually come into your life to stay is, it's more divine, it's more destined. I feel like you're not the type of person that has a huge circle. I feel like you guys have a closed circle, a small circle, but you are very open. Like you are very down to teach people your ways. Maybe some of you guys are trying to be a mentor. Some of you guys are trying to teach people to be like you, maybe in fitness or in spirituality or whatever it may be. I feel like you guys are very educated as well. Some of you guys went all the 9 yards and all the way through university and school and that type of thing. Some of you guys are very studious. Some of you guys have a lot of street smarts, and that goes back to where like how you were raised type of thing. Some of you guys had a really hard past, I see, and spent a lot of time alone, and that's why you're comfortable by yourself, because you've been through it. That's probably also why you're very comfortable with your body. Your body, you guys, group number 1 are the type where your like body is a temple with movement. And it's because some of you, I'm picking up, had health issues or some sort of surgery or something that really set you back in your life. So you have like a greater appreciation for yourself and for your body and for your life and for your health. And you guys are just way beyond your years type of thing. But you guys came full circle with yourself. And I feel like that's why you value your independence and your alone time. A lot of you guys are little readers out there. You love to read. I love to read. Shout out to my little readers out there. And then I feel like also, you know, movement. You guys like to keep it active, keep it going. Some of you guys like to go on a run, go dancing, dance, yoga, whatever it may be. I just feel like you guys are solid individuals, and you know, keep doing what you're doing because you're really magical, honestly. And if people have a problem with it, they're just intimidated. And how you have to think about it, group number 1, is that they're lower vibration, lower energies, and you're not. You're at a higher frequency. Not everyone is on the same page as you, but all this major arcana, you are obviously onto something great. Some of you guys are onto some sort of fame if you're not already there. All right, group number 1. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining my reading. If you want to book a private reading, all the information is in the description box below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you at your next reading. Hi, group number 2. If you chose this blue agate, this is for you. So what do people think about you? What do they think about your looks and your personality? We're going to start with your tarot cards here. So to start, we have the 8 of Cups, the High Priestess. Ooh, one of my favorite illustrations for the High Priestess. Love. I can't wait, guys. I'm doing an oracle deck, and then after this one's published, I am going to be doing a tarot deck, like an actual tarot deck. Most people do oracle decks like for themselves and stuff, but not many people do tarot decks. So I'm very excited to show you. We have Strength, Hierophant, the 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Okay, so group number 2, different vibe, definitely from group number 1. You guys are a little more passive. I feel like group number 1 was super dominant. You guys are a little more passive in your energy. You guys are not afraid to walk away from something, but I don't think it's in a threatening way with the 8 of Cups. I think it's just that you guys emotionally can't handle things that put you down. You guys could have come from a really difficult past, and it took you a lot of strength to kind of create boundaries with people, and you're at a different place in your life where you're more woke, you're more spiritual, so you know that having toxic codependent relationships in your life doesn't serve your higher self. So I feel like that's the only reason you walk away from things that don't serve you, but I don't think you want to. I think it hurts you to walk away from things. I think you don't want to hurt people. I just think in general that there's sort of an element of sadness in this 8 of Cups where you don't really want to be this way, but people do view you as this way. They view you as someone that like gives people chances and is really kind-hearted and really sweet. So if you do happen to like cross you, then it's really the other person's fault, that kind of thing. With the High Priestess, I feel like a lot of you guys are mystics or tarot card readers. Maybe you guys have, you know, your own psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. I don't even know if that last one was one. And people just find you to be very strong. With the Strength card, I feel like it took you guys a lot of time to develop into this sort of flower. You guys kind of blossomed and bloomed over the years. And for a lot of you, you're going through a glow up right now. And maybe even you walked out of a really toxic and abusive relationship. With the 8 of Cups, I see that some of you guys were taken advantage of. You guys could be empaths, and you could have been in a toxic relationship with a partner who gaslighted you and manipulated you and even physically abused some of you guys. Oh my God, I'm getting that strongly. Holy moly, I want to give you a hug. But here's the thing, this is in the past, I feel like, and maybe people from your past saw this, they saw you in this dynamic, this relationship, and they're very proud of you. A lot of people are watching over you, very proud of your development, of your growth. You're like this feminine little goddess, but you're like in this covered in this armor with your spirit guides all around you. You're all woke and spiritual now. No one can fuck with you. And I feel like on the same side, some of you guys are a little suspicious or a little distrustful of new sort of dynamics coming into your life. With the High Priestess, I feel like there's also an element of mysteriousness to you. People, they want to figure you out. You're kind of enigmas. But I do feel like you acquired a lot of strength through this process, that you were probably in some sort of toxic dynamic, and now you're kind of ready for a new sort of dynamic. Some of you already are in a new relationship, and this was sort of in the past, and your new person sort of views you as someone that will walk away if things get ugly, because, you know, you have to at this point. With the Hierophant, some of you guys are in a commitment with someone. You're already in a relationship. Your person really, really loves you. If you're not in a commitment, you are about to be. 2 of Cups, Hierophant, I mean, this person, they really love you. They really like your commitment to yourself as well. So I feel like you guys just have that really great goddess energy where people really want to shackle you up. They really want you to be their baby mama, wifey material. Like, you guys are the perfect girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever it may be. With the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are also very independent financially. So you might have your own business, you might be self-employed, or you might just have like a lot of financial abundance around you, a lot of prosperity. And you guys, abundance can come in all sorts of forms. It doesn't have to necessarily be monetary. But I feel like you guys, if you are feminines watching, are very feminine. Like, you're girly girls. You guys have extensions. Maybe some of you dye your hair. I feel like some of you guys have your hair pink, which is really fucking cool. Please comment down below if you do. Some of you guys, you know, you really have like an hourglass figure. So you might have really nice natural titties that kind of sit perfectly on your chest. Maybe they're not so big, they're not so small, but they're just like perfect, you know? You have a small waist, maybe a bigger bottom. Some of you guys wear dresses and skirts and jewelry and accessories. Some of you guys have really beautiful eyes, really beautiful blue eyes or brown eyes or green eyes, but just gorgeous eyes in general. You kind of have big eyes and they're doe-like, and maybe people have said that too, like, why do you have such big eyes? Some of you guys, you know, have really cute lips, really nice angular face as well. You might have a really chiseled jaw, maybe a smaller chin for some of you, great posture. For the men watching, I feel like you guys are very tall, like very tall, very lanky, but also kind of broad shoulders, muscular. You guys might have longer hair yourself, or layered hair. Maybe it kind of falls long or gets long really quickly. You guys have gorgeous eyes yourself and really broad nose, I feel like, but really nice and dignified. Some of you guys are CEOs or owners. I feel like I see that on both sides here, but really, really gorgeous. And then a lot of you guys are animal lovers. Okay, let's look at your oracle. So we have power, community, divination. Okay, so yes, a lot of you are tarot card readers with the High Priestess here. Maybe even YouTubers yourself. Link down your YouTube below, you guys. Everyone go check out everyone's pick of cards. I love that shit. Okay, we have purity, abundance planning, and intuition. And I'm serious about that. If you have a YouTube channel, you're a tarot card reader, please link it below. Don't feel like you're offending me at all. This is a community for all of us to kind of like, you know, get together. And it's a small community, so we definitely have to have each other's back. Okay. So, and community, maybe that's where I got the word from. But yeah, there's like a purity to you guys. There's like an elegance. I feel like a lot of you guys are spiritually connected. Like you have angels surrounding you. You definitely are one with the divine. Source is not far by. You definitely rely on your intuition and have a very strong intuition, very strong third eye for a lot of you. You guys might practice divination if you're not a tarot card reader. You don't have to be like a tarot card reader, but you might have your own tarot cards, oracle cards, and you might practice divination in your own form. With abundance planning, I feel like people kind of view you as someone who is very prosperous but able to manifest. So you might do something with your abundance or abundance planning that people kind of see materialize in the 3D. Maybe you'll talk about something like, I want this, and then it happens and they're like, what the actual fuck? But you do really put in the work. I feel like group number 2, you definitely put in the work in the ground, reality, and in the spiritual world. With power here, I feel like it took you guys a long time to reclaim your power. Maybe you always had this power, always had this strong energy, this strong intuition, but you weren't sure how to channel it or how to use it to your best ability. And maybe part of you guys, some of your story, is that the person you're in a relationship with right now has helped you reclaim your power, and they encourage you to be the person that you really truly are. And that's why you're glowing up so much, is because you're starting to shine through that purity. But yeah, there's sort of like a purity to your guys' heart. I feel like the strongest chakras is your third, your crown, and your heart chakra for group number 2. And you guys might have your own little community going on where people really kind of look up to you as a mentor. You really inspire them, especially people who have seen you in this 8 of Cups energy where you were walking away from things that no longer served you. And now you're really glowing up, and maybe your friends or your community around you are very proud and very like, they admire you. They're very inspired. I'm strongly getting for a lot of you guys that you have lots of animals surrounding you. Some of you guys have cats, some of you have dogs, some of you guys have spirit familiars, like animal familiars, like a lion or a unicorn. Some of you guys might see birds and butterflies kind of fly around you. There's some sort of mystical presence that you have that nature really recognizes. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like you love nature as well. You love trees or getting out into nature, maybe going on hikes, maybe going into the forest, maybe going on walks, but really connecting in that way. With the Hierophant, I feel like a lot of you guys are very committed committed to yourself and to your goals in your life. But most importantly, I feel like you guys are marriage material. So some of you guys like monogamy, or you're looking forward to having your person and just your person and kind of building your empire that way. You're a little more low key, unlike group number 1, which is like, I'm fine being single, fuck you. You guys are a little more like, I want my person and we're gonna grow together and that kind of thing. Which is really cute. And a lot of you guys are very stylish. You know, you guys accessorize, you wear bows, you wear flower crowns, jewelry, makeup, all of it. You're just very unique and stylish in that way. All right, guys, group number 2, almost lost my voice there. I love you guys so much. Definitely let me know if that resonated by commenting down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification and subscribe. I am booking private readings, so if you want to book one, all the information is down below. I love you so much. I'll see you at your next reading. Hi, group number 3. If you chose this crystal, this is for you. So what do people think about your personality and appearance? I'm going to start with your tarot cards. Okay. So we have the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles, ooh, and the Empress energy. Okay. Guys, so group number 3, what do people think about you? They think that you have your shit together. Like, you might even be like a social media like guru. You might be famous. You might just look like you have all your fucking shit together. And this is like mind, body, and soul type shit. We have the 4 of Wands here. So 4 of Wands represents being on your destined path. Like you're following your destiny. You're very aware of what it is you're supposed to do in this life. Now, remember, guys, this is not something we talk a lot about this in our community, as, you know, tarot watchers, viewers, readers. But this is not that common. Most people in the world are not on their destined path. They're not working towards their higher self, and they're not doing what their soul came here to do. Not that it's their fault, but they're just unaware, and that's the difference between consciousness. But you guys are very aware. So some of you guys left behind, like maybe people in your past or your schools or whatever, and they kind of look at you like, what the fuck? Like they're all working miserable jobs because they worked their ass off to get a miserable degree, and you're over here self-employed with your own business, doing this, doing that, and you're just very sure of yourself. And people kind of really see that about you. For those others of you, you're in a relationship, even headed towards marriage, or you already got married or just got married, just because of the way this is illustrated. 4 of Wands also represents celebration. It represents twin flame soulmate dynamic. So you might, on top of having and looking like you have your shit together, have found your person, your other half, who's also very sexy, just like you are. And some of you guys even have kids already, but people just kind of look at you kind of in envy. They're not even just jealous though. There's this sort of admiration. Like there's something so beautiful and so pure and innocent about you that it's hard to be jealous. It's hard to be a hater. I feel like people are just like, well, fuck it. They deserve it. Like they put in so much damn work. Like, have you guys seen fucking, who is that girl on Instagram? I mean, fuck, there's so many, but Tammy Hembro. That's the vibes I'm getting from you guys, group number 3. Like, she's so fucking on point and so beautiful and such a hard worker. You can't even hate. Like, you can't even hate. Like, she deserves everything that she has. Like, everything. I'm like, you go, girl, fuck it. And that's kind of the vibe that I get from you guys with this Empress energy here. A lot of you guys are mamas already, or baby mamas, or wifey material. So if you're not, you definitely have that kind of material to you. You're definitely baby mama, wifey material, and whoever you're with or whoever you're dating definitely sees you as that. But this is not a love reading. This is what people think about you guys. And I feel like how people think about you is someone who either, you know, it has it all together or is about to have it all together. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you guys are very poised and very elegant as you move through different cycles in your life. So maybe you're like welcoming in the seasons. Maybe like as soon as it's fall, you decorate your place for fall. You get your little pumpkin spice lattes. Maybe you just really like the finer things in life, but you really flow through life very gracefully, very fucking elegantly, like, ugh. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So some of you guys are also financially well off, or you have a home, or you're building a home, or your home looks great on top of you looking great. And let's talk about how you look, because you guys look great. I mean, some of you guys have your titties done. if you don't have your titties done, your titties are fucking great naturally. Some of you guys have really snatched waist, really nice bodies, really nice curves, really nice hourglass figures. Some of you guys are petite, maybe on the shorter side too. Some of you guys have extensions or just really long hair. Maybe you dye your hair. Big, big, beautiful eyes. Maybe some of you guys have your lashes done. Like I said, you guys are very on point. You guys are the type to have your nails done, your toes done, your lashes, your lips, all of it. I feel like you guys are just like queens, goddesses, divine feminines. With the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like you're also super financially equipped. So you guys make your own money. You're not complaining about this or that. You're very abundant, prosperous, but you're also very humble. I love the way that she's dressed in this picture because 10 of Pentacles is like the Mecca, but she's very humble. It's like you're not bragging. You're not for show. You're not trying to like make people jealous. And you definitely don't want to put people down or make people feel sad after like looking at you or looking at your stuff. You just want people to feel good about themselves just the way that you feel good about yourselves. And maybe it took you guys a long time to get to this part of your life. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, you guys probably were a part of a cycle that was much more difficult. Maybe you had a difficult upbringing, difficult childhood, and you decided to kind of rearrange your life and do things for yourself that would better suit you and better suit your nature. With the Empress card here and the way she's illustrated kind of frowning here, I feel like you guys don't take shit from others or you don't take shit from like the average person. So although you're very girly and feminine and stuff, if someone like slams the door in your face or is rude to you in public, you're not afraid to say, fuck you, bruh. So I feel like you guys are also like very strong-willed at the same time. All right, let's look at your oracle. So we have happiness, delight, hope, family, and spend time with animals. Yeah, so you guys could be homebodies as well. Maybe you guys like the quarantine, you thrived in it because you're like, well, I'm already home, so fuck it. And maybe you guys redid your home. Something about interior decor keeps coming up here, or something about like your material possessions really stands out. Maybe you guys wear designer, maybe you have the nice car, nice home, nice family. A lot of you guys might have kids, family as well, or you're very connected to your family, have nieces and nephews, brothers and sisters, that kind of thing. With the hope card here, I feel like, yeah, you give people a lot of hope. Like maybe you came from a place that wasn't like this at all. You kind of built this all for yourself. And so you provide hope for people in that way. They're like, you know what? I can step into my Empress energy too. With spend time with animals, I feel like you guys also have this, like, you're just like mother. You're just like divine mother energy. Like you baby mama, wifey material. You probably foster animals, love animals like as well. You probably have a lot of animals come up to you in general life, you know, like birds flying everywhere and dolphins appear when you're at the ocean and owls. And you're just like have this sort of attracting energy where animals like want to be near you and around you. And it's really quite gorgeous. With happiness, I feel like people see you as very happy. Like you have sort of this aura and this glow around you. Some of you guys have really bright yellow auras, very golden auras around you, and people just see you as someone that is very happy, very like delighted to be living your life the way you do. And on top of it, you're very inspiring, like because you're so humble and because you're so sweet. You know, there's something about you that is very sweet energy. Maybe when you throw a party, you're always making sure people have food. Sorry, we got cut off there. But yeah, I just feel like you guys, it's hard to hate you. You just have such a loving maternal energy about you. And people, in fact, are very, you know, they're just like, they just get engulfed in your warmth. And I feel like you guys, at the end of the day, are very, very strong. Maybe even like you're always taking care of other people. And sometimes like you don't take care of yourself. And that could be sort of your downfall. Okay, group number 3, I love you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. I wish I could give you a hug. I love you. If you want to book a private reading, you can. All the information is in the description box below. And I will see you all at your next reading. Hi, group number 4. If you chose a strawberry obsidian, this is for you. So what do people think about your personality and appearance? So we're going to start with your tarot cards. Ooh, to start, we have the Queen of Swords. Shout out to my Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses out there. We have the Lovers. Queen of Pentacles. Shout out to my Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns. We have the World, the 10 of Cups, and the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 of Cups. Okay, I can't read Roman numerals. You would think that I should, but I don't. All right. Okay, guys, so what do people think about your personality? Well, to start, they think you're fucking feisty as hell. Queen of Swords, you're not afraid to cuss a bitch out. but you're also very zen. So you guys could be some cuspers out there, cuspers between earth and air type thing. Shout out. I feel like you guys are lovers, not fighters, like with the Lovers card here. A lot of you guys are in a relationship or already a marriage with kids involved, like maybe 1 or 2. But the way people sort of see you is someone that's like not to be fucked with. Like you have your own inner peace, your own inner temple. You're very zen. You're very cool. Like you're the type of person that people want to be friends with, but not everyone has access to you. You know what I'm saying? So people definitely admire you. They're like, damn, I really would be friends with her, but you're not accepting applications necessarily. So they don't necessarily approach you. They just sort of like watch you from afar. A lot of you guys are in a relationship, like you're heavily been in this relationship, and that's kind of part of your reading and your personality, because they see you as someone that's like very in love. Maybe you're always in a relationship. For some of you who are not married and have kids, you guys like always have a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it may be. And it's because you're super hot, like you're on the market. People like you. You're very lustful. Some of you guys have tattoos, really cool tattoos, maybe even a back tattoo. Some of you guys, well, all of you guys, I feel like dress really cool, really unique. You definitely accessorize. Maybe some of you wear chokers, corsets, maybe really cool kind of out of the box type clothing and stuff. A lot of you guys are very, sharp. You have very sharp angular cheekbones, very sharp features, very thin eyebrows, very piercing eyes, whether they're colorful or just like in general really big or really sharp. I don't know how to describe it, but just people have probably told you that before. You have like very piercing eyes, like your gaze, you stare at them and you could like make someone die or whatever. And I feel like you guys are very intellectual as well. Like you definitely are smart, and you can definitely keep up with a conversation. You're very witty. For some of you, I'm getting that you're divine feminist, meaning sometimes men try to talk down to you, or maybe in other situations in regards to work, people try to talk down to you and you always prove them wrong because you have all this strength and all this wits and all this knowledge. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you don't have a relationship and you're single, you just sort of have a lot of admirers. A lot of people want to be in a relationship with you. They sort of imagine being in a relationship with you. They fantasize about what it would be like to get past your like guard and into your arms type of thing, because you are being represented as a Queen of Swords. And I feel like Queen of Swords first impression, and then you're the Queen of Pentacles. Like you definitely have like your guard up. You're hard to get past that barrier. You're the type that has like the resting bitch face, but you're actually like a fucking sweetheart, and you're so nice and like kind. And once you're past all that first impression stuff, I feel like you guys are actually like, you go above and beyond for the connections in your life. You're very giving, very loyal, very loving. With the World, a lot of you guys travel like quite a bit. Some of you guys are like in those relationships where you guys are like travel couples or whatever on Instagram or something, and you guys travel with your family. But a lot of people see you as being like emotionally fulfilled, really having it all, maybe having this beautiful marriage or relationship, having kids, having prospects of having kids, just very emotionally fulfilled. I feel like you guys are very happy, very content. Some of you guys are very like financially well off as well. You guys work for your money. You get what you earn. Some of you guys have really nice fake titties. Doesn't have to be fake. Some of you guys just have really big natural breasts, but really big, really nice curves. Some of you guys have a thigh gap. That's like the way that your body curves. Like you have thick thighs, but you have like a thigh gap. Some of you guys have really short hair. You can rock like a pixie cut type of thing, which is really fucking bomb. But like I said about your facial features, very sharp, very elegant, very beautiful. And then a lot of you guys do your hair differently. You might put it in braids. You might dye your hair colors. You might, just always like super unique and super cool. And people are always like wondering what you're going to wear, how you're going to style your hair, which is why I feel like some of you guys are influencers in some way. Let's look at your oracle. So we have Gateway. We have adventures, inspiration, sex, and plan a vacation. Okay. So yeah, a lot of you guys vacation a lot, or you're always traveling, you're always getting away. Maybe it has to do with your career or your person's career. But you guys are sort of like always on some sort of adventure, and it's really inspiring to a lot of people. People kind of look at you and kind of envy your life. Like, how do they have everything together? They have the relationship. They're fucking gorgeous. They dress really well. They're traveling. They're abundant. Like, what the hell? People are just like, they think that you have like the key to the universe or the matrix, but you're very inspiring to them. And I feel like you're also like have a really sweet energy. So it's really hard for people to hate on you. It's sort of like a blogger energy where you just kind of like, this is just who you are, and you kind of thrive in this kind of environment. With sex here, I feel like you guys are very sexy, and if you are single, I feel like a lot of people, maybe even the people that watch you are like people you've had sex with and then you kind of cut them off, or you just didn't care, you moved somewhere else, whatever, you hopped on a jet, like you don't give a fuck, and they just kind of think about you a lot and how they wish they could be your lover, how they wish they could be in your arms or have this 10 of cups with you. And then I feel like even if you are in a relationship, people still sexualize you. People still like maybe imagine like what would sex be like with you, or maybe your significant other is just as sexy and beautiful as you are, and like they're just as much of an influencer as you are, and the people like probably imagine you guys fucking or like whatever it is. I just feel like with sex, there's something very like sexy and sexual about you. You guys have like really nice bodies, like very hourglass figure type. Some of you guys are plastic, but in a really cool, not really cool way, but like, you know, it looks really, really fucking good and sexy. And so people are just like, oh my God, I wonder what sex with them like, and that kind of thing. But a lot of you guys are just very woke in general. Like you have a really strong inclination, very strong third eye, and you just have your shit together, and you do have the key, in fact, to the matrix, and you're just, this is your matrix, and everyone else is just living in it. But really good fucking energy. And then for some of you guys, you could be musicians as well, or you could be traveling because of something to do with music, I'm seeing. But I just feel like in general, you guys are very divinely guided. You take a lot of your guidance from the divine, and that's why you are the way you are, and that's why you're happy. And you feel like when people are jealous of you, you're like, there's no secret to the way I live. It's just, it's this simple. So you're trying to inspire people maybe to live more like you. But in the meantime, I feel like you're very unbothered in general. Like you don't really care what people think about you. You kind of clicked on this video because you're like, well, I guess it's good to know, but you don't really care. Like you're very unbothered by the whole thing. Because, you know, you're just emotionally fulfilled. Like you have your own family, your own person, and that's just really what your focus is right now. All right, group number 4, that was gorgeous. I love you guys so much. Definitely comment down below. And if you want to book a private reading, you can. All the information is in the description box. I will see you all at your next reading.